So who you give up to like being the founder of drill? Cause we were just talking to Mimo yesterday, and
I'm gonna be quiet.
To the world,
yeah,
Sosa. To the world, it's Sosa. In Chicago, it's some other shit going on. I don't really, we don't fuck with niggas, so I ain't finna be giving niggas that, But the Chicago know what they know. It's some East Side shit. There's other niggas that was rapping and going crazy before, like Pac-Man from Dro City. He was a really,
you
feel me?
You said that.
he said Pac-Man created the name, but he said the niggas who really created drill was E-Day and FBG Duck.
Oh, see, E-Day, that's what on God. I'm glad y'all said, because I wouldn't even have thought like that. That's where the real drill wave came from. They made it okay to diss niggas and talk about this and that back to back and go at each other. And nobody was doing that before them. And if they was, they got to show and prove that they was. They got to show us the timeline.
That's drill rap to me.
Where do you put King Louis in that conversation, though?
I don't know.
He just was a nice rhymer. He was putting shit together. His wordplay raw. He cold with the wordplay, like real cold.
Tell him unblock me on Instagram and all the Twitter and all that shit.
Yeah, you blocked for like a decade or what?
I've been blocked down there 10 years for
forever.
what though, folks?
I just used to fuck with his music.
I wasn't even rapping then on folks.
I give it to he cool, but I give it to Pac-Man though. Fuck dude.
I say no. They started that shit.
Sosa, so worldwide,
was
Sosa
with the Dro style and all that.
Like
he made the wordplay raw, the drill wordplay. They really had the beef going on.
If you talking drill beef street like shit, E-Day and Duck on folks. And then niggas start jumping in, because Fool was from Welch World and shit, and
Billionaire Black.
He ended up being with like
everybody started merging over, coming in,
because Duck was from the projects. He went from 63rd. When they tore the buildings down, he went to like it's niggas from our block that's damn near probably related to Fool. They from the same project building and shit. Like, but when they tore the project down in Chicago, that put in the wrong spots, in the wrong neighborhoods, and they made some get into it with. That probably I was into it with my cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like they tore that buildings down, gave out Section 8, everybody
and spread the city out,
like
so it made
family,
something.
Like
and then
now
them
this neighborhood, like all us, either we this or that. We all come together now. We this.
And them came from like the projects, the buildings. Their mindset is different. They was running they shit, drug rings and shit like that. So they go into these neighborhoods doing that. So that's already in these spots. Now it's up. Because who the fuck, y'all ain't finna push us out and do this, so now it start a war. Check, they knew what they was doing in Chicago with that shit, man.
All right, some more questions, though, about like the E-Day and Duck shit. So, like, what's the age gap between Duck and E-Day?
Probably like 3.5 years or something. Oh, okay, Coop probably was 34, 33 or 34. One of the two, he probably 34, because I'm 32. Duck just turned 30. You feel me? Like, so
it was like 4 years older.
Probably, yeah, at the most 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
So like at this time,
but Shorty was a big ass Shorty.
That don't mean shit.
Yeah, he was big as hell.
That don't mean shit. So y'all see the gap difference in Young Boy and Smirk. Y'all, that's a way bigger gap difference. So what was the question?
The reason I asked that question is
Shorty
because
like 10 years older.
I'm trying to see like if they wasn't in the high school,
folks,
like were they going? There wasn't. It was like a 4-year gap. They're not in the same school.
No, it wasn't no school. When we was in school, we was cool with bro. That's the crazy part. Like STL and shit. That shit is originally called Gyro City, Dark Side. That's their original shit. That's back 2000 Hottie World. That's back. Early 2009, 10, 11, shit like that. This before all these little niggas came and put their own names to sets and shit like that. So it's like that. It's like the shit. I just got lost. What the fuck?
We was talking about the age gap between.
This weed good as hell, gang. Folks know. What I was just saying, gang.
The age gap between E-Day and Duck for them to even get into it.
Oh yeah. So it's like we was like cool with. And it was cordial. Like, well, we used to go. They used to come to our parties on the block. Like Duck used to hang with the little 600s on Wabash on our side of the fence. You feel me? Like on our, because it's really like across King Drive. We in tour with each other. That's basically really had it. And then we in tour with the niggas on the other side of us, past Michigan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like niggas was cool, bro. Like niggas went to school together. Niggas was cool. And then once. That's one. It's really 2005 shit like that when the projects came down, bro, and niggas got the spreading out. Now niggas with different sets and shit creating. So it started from fighting to shooting. So it went from shit like that. So really, like, I don't even know how the Duck and E-Day even got into it, gang.
Was it about
like,
a girl?
Well, that's what I was.
It definitely wasn't about no. I think What was that?
Somebody just said
Trenches News told us that.
So Trenches News.
I don't get into all that.
I paid him
25
grand for that
but
info.
gang, don't tell me shit on.
I'll say,
The
I don't
nigga
know,
Trenches
dude.
News said, and I ain't gonna lie,
Get y'all money
I
back.
seen you say
for
too.
them. Stop paying for wrong news on Steve.
JK.
I don't talk about. I be chilling, but y'all gotta stop paying for food news, gang. That shit food. Y'all asked me the other day. I said what?
Trenches
Yeah,
News.
so
We're gonna change it to Food News.
Trenches News said
Y'all
that.
let that man somewhere right now point out some niggas probably ain't did shit to nobody. Gang.
Yeah, he
On
doing
Steve,
it.
bro.
But nah, we did an interview
tripping.
with him, and he said that there's a girl specifically that's responsible for the whole war. She was fucking with both sides, and that's how it started. And he
No,
said,
I remember
know,
now.
dude.
So
I
Trenches
don't even
News,
know,
shut the
dude.
fuck up, because now I remember it clear. Y'all can go back and look at E-Day video. I forgot what beat it was to. He basically Duck and Billionaire Black did a song, and he said something, is you serious? Slugs leave you looking like and folks put that in his video and then dissed him. Like, so he thought Duck dissed him. And he dissed him back type shit. And they started on wax back and forth. But at this time, it's cracking. We got 100 shorties. It's 100 shorties over there. So now shit happening because now niggas rapping on wax, but now we bumping into each other in the streets and it's going up. We shorties now, so it's, oh, woo. And then it just, the street shit escalate. Go from there.
So at that time, E-Day rapping. When the LA Capone started rapping, like how shortly after the
Man,
E-Day
They asked me
series?
that. That's when you text me.
Shorty,
I used to,
nice, bro, legend. That should be fucking me
you
up,
remember?
bro.
I ain't
So-
remember
so-
on
so-
Steve,
so-
I ain't remember.
For the first verse I ever heard from
I
him,
went to jail,
we
bro.
was in the car with Project, nigga, me, him, C-Day, and Nine, bro, in LA, and he got and played his verse to play for keeps, bro. That's the first shit I ever heard from
I heard
LA.
some old shit
And then
from
he
first.
played. Then I heard that they done woke the savage up. The ops ride, so I got to
Was
keep
it
my
that?
cannon up. It's funny that I mentioned it. I guess I am
used to
nuts.
always play
But folks
some
do
shit.
keep up, like folk that shit. So that shit. What year was that, bro? That was in the midst of shit was cracking. That shit was
it
like
13?
13, 12, 13, bro. 12, 13,
I
bro.
went to jail 13, got back out. I was going in and out 13.
I went to jail 12 in Iowa for the first
Then I
time.
got on
Back
house
out.
arrest.
So what were you actually doing when drill really started to take off and Keef's career took off? Were you already tight with them, or were you kind of more observant?
So it's like, I'm really from 59th, born and raised. Like, really, a lot of niggas not really from our block, from real. Like, I'm really from, so it's like my entire, like my grandma and my pops and my auntie, they still live right there, right now type shit, So if you from that neighborhood and if you was anywhere in that area, they know me. So we really close to Fredo and them on Front Street. Like, they literally 2-3 blocks over, walk like this, because we got King Drive,
I
Calumet,
told y'all that's where I
Prairie.
used to live at.
And then Indiana, boom, that's Front Street from 60th all the way up to 63rd, basically. That's they shit. So we in cahoots. So then you got niggas like Keef. Keef grandma lived on Front Street. But he used to be in Parkway too. I think somebody else lived in there. Somebody wanted,
mama
but
lived.
yeah, exactly. And then he was also on Blackgate. So his little ass was like Universal BD. He was BD on every block.
I used to
We
live
love
next
him.
door to him.
Everybody, like when you go back and look at E-Day old videos, you see Sosa in them videos, like just bunched in with folks, a civilian type shit,
So you think
Like,
that's part of why the city got behind him so much, is because so many people felt like
because
he was a
because
representative?
he had it's the love that we got for each other, like it's like just not even just on no BD shit, just our neighborhoods and how we love each other and how we clicked in, because it's not that many of us, so we really outnumbered in the city. So it's like we boxed in at every angle. So it's like the way we love each other, the way niggas pressed and came behind. Shorty, you got to think he was on the stage with 200 niggas before. There ain't nobody really
I
never
was up
did
there
that
right
shit.
in the
You feel
front
me,
on
gang?
stage.
That's like
You
him
see that
and
video
Sosa
right
used to be
now?
like, like still, they
right
still,
there.
but you feel me? Like Sosa had, like I tell niggas, Sosa had his reasons to dip and not go back.
But you talking about
God.
that one legendary performance? I forget who.
While I
who-
can.
Yeah, while I Cam, on
While I
God.
Cam.
Man, while I Cam got that shit, on God.
Right. Like,
But you got to think, Sosa did shit. He had, you got to think he had Reese with him. He had Dirk with him. He had Fredo with him. He had Cap with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, he really had like niggas,
East
names
section,
in that
right?
shit. Yeah, you feel me? Like, and then he got Doo-Wop and and Cap, and that's click. That's how it click in with No Limit and
Limit.
shit. You feel me? Like, and I see me personally, I've lived on Essex before my grandma lived right there type shit on my mama's side type shit. And my mama always lived over east. I've lived on the Muskegon boy end. Like people don't know they got 2 ends to their neighborhood. So it's like they ops is in between them from their Essex blocks down to Colfax, and then they go to Muskegon and Escanaba and shit like that. They state blocks too. I used to always live right there too. So like I know them. I know what's going on. But that's why like Sosa really clicked niggas in, bro. Like because niggas fuck with Shorty. So there's a lot of niggas just he created relationship.
That's super interesting because I feel like so many people just say that the reason why Sosa blew up was just because the music was really good, but there's a whole political angle to it too. Why people got behind
the music was good, but how many people you know in the world got good music and they don't make it? You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a lot of Sosas in this world, but they probably ain't have that backing behind them or that push. Like the Chicago drill wave was something so fucking retarded.